Hey, it's DeagleBeagle. So I'm kind of exhausted because I recently got, well, today, not really today because now it's the 12th, but last night, technically, I battled my butt off and actually won my first 9 sets. And I only lost a set to a team that really countered me. Like, Indeedee or sorry, Goldango and Roaring Moon versus Indeedee Armarouge and Terra Water Goldango and all this other BS. But now it was a really good lead versus me. I couldn't do anything versus it unless I just really predicted wildly. But anyways, this is a video about Belly Drum because I did lose to a Belly Drum user with Indeedee, and to me that's like really broken. So I think Goldango Roaring Moon is going to be a lot more common because it's a great way to break Indeedee. Like, even if it Terra Fairies, it's still going to die. And you get a good spread move off too on the ally. So I'm definitely going to have to probably copy that if I don't use Hard Trick Room again. Because I think that's going to be like the best team there is. Seriously, because if it does all that, I don't know. I mean, this Indeedee is like never used anymore. So let's delete this. Alright, let's get into the video or slides. So this and then belly drum plus redirection counters, which is really annoying because it just survived everything I had, and he had 2 redirectors, and it's just like, what the heck? And it's just, I don't know. I wish they would just take belly drum out of the game and just overpowered BS like that. Especially when you can redirect and use a defensive terror stall. Like, that's just broken, potentially. Like, they need to stop that and Rage Fist, put a cap on that. Make Belly Drum not max it out completely, but like, I don't know, maybe boost it 4 stages instead of boost it completely, because that's just whack. But anyways, Haze, Mirror Herb, Propeller Tail, an OHKO move and hope that it hits the redirector. A move that OHKOs the redirector, for example, if it's in DDF, even if it terras, well, you would have to hit it with a really hard neutral hit, or you would have to hit it with 2 hits, probably, or get a crit or something. And like Goldango, Roaring Moon, is like one of the only counters. Now, the whatchamacallit does wall that though. The Iron Hands does wall steel, it resists it, but it's gonna be chipped by it, and plus the belly drum, and then you can probably, even if they send in the brute bonnet, you could just, I don't know, predict or target down the Iron Hands, and if they reach powder, then they get acrobatics. So I don't know, that leaves really broken, and it's great offensive and defensive synergy. So then spread moves and hope they belly drum, not attack. Yeah, if they attack like they did versus me when I used 2 spread moves, it's like, what the F, man? Like, I was hoping you would belly drum like last time because I was trying to see if I could beat it with that, but then it came down to prediction because they just attacked instead. So it's like, that's why belly drum is really annoying to face. It just turns it into a prediction war where it like forces you to like double up on them, and then they could just like protect and hit you with their ally, and I don't know. It's just like, it's a prediction game. I don't like prediction games. I like strategy games. I wish Pokemon was more of a strategy game than just a guessing game. Cause I don't know. It's fine, but I wish there was just more strategy involved and less possible predictions that someone could make that could screw you up. But I guess that's why you can't win consistently. And then a grass Pokemon with Spore or Clear Smog. That's assuming their redirection Mon is using Rage Powder, when that's not actually the case if they use Follow Me like Indeedee. Imprison the Follow Me. You could use that with Indeedee F, but it might be too late like they might have already followed Mead and did enough with just that one follow me. So I don't know. And then belly drum redirection counters continue taunt the redirector. Roar or whirlwind out the redirector. Again, those might be too late. Substitute or sash to wall the hit. Final Gambit could one-shot it if it doesn't have sash or like Terra Ghost or something. And then knock off safety goggles plus spore. You could do that if they aren't using like Terra grass or something. Unaware like Dondozo would beat that. Perish Song. I don't know about Perish Song though. Like they could get up a few good hits before that. So I mean they could just, belly drum and then drain punch, recover like all their HP and then use it again later if they want it, like when they switch out of Perish Song. So I don't know. A good idea, by the way, with Perish Trap might be to use like a fast sub Pokemon or something to like sub protect, but Goth isn't that fast. Now, Yawn, that might take too long because it does go through like safety goggles. As far as I know, I think safety goggles is just powder moves and sandstorm and whatnot, but like you could yawn them, force a switch, but that's not even that much of a counter. There's like hardly any counters to belly drum. That's why I'm really annoyed. It's like it's easy to counter belly drum if they don't use redirection, but then they just spam redirection and then just like get up a belly drum. I don't know, it just seems kind of whack. But I guess I could use it if I think it's so good. But it would take me some time to get good at something weird like that. I don't know about using cheesy stuff like that. Wish they'd just ban some of it, but it is a learning experience. You pretty much, there's so few counter stuff. Whenever there's so few counters to something, I think it should be banned. Even if everyone's gonna run those few counters, like it just like over centralizes the game. Like just doesn't free up your team building, and just makes you risk losing to that, or trying to like make your team into a jack of all trades team. So I don't know. I think it's just toxic to have belly drum in the game or Dondozo and stuff, but it is what it is. So any thoughts or other ideas to counter this? Please comment below. I'm gonna go back to the first slide again. I mean, I'm probably, if I really want to counter it, I would probably use like, honestly, like Haze or Mirror, but Haze with a Pokemon that's not going to get freaking wild charged, like a Palafin, not a Palafin, like something else. I don't know. Or just, I don't know, because if you use Dondozo, then they just beat you with something else, like Perish Song. So it's like, in this type of metagame, it's like, you can't consistently win with anything. I guess that's always been true, that you can't consistently win with anything. But I don't know, there just seems so much random broken stuff that people try to manipulate, and if you don't happen to have a counter for that specific broken thing, when there's so many other broken combos, it's just like, I don't know, you just auto lose. So it is what it is. I'll probably have to use like, I don't even know, because Mirror Herb, I don't know if that would actually copy the booster energy. If it would copy the booster energy, I would probably use it, but otherwise I don't know if it would work well enough, because they could just not belly drum when they see Mirror Herb. But I guess preventing them from belly drumming, if that's your goal, it worked, even though you could have used a different item, for example, against everything else. So I don't know, but if Mirror Herb works versus booster energy, then that's actually a really good item. But I don't know if it does. I'll have to test it out. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one.